Hey y'all, come inside. All right, so this is the dining room. This is where folks walk in, they start waiting in line right here. Our offices are over here on the sides. Me and Yvette's office, and then manager office over here. Kind of a weird location for it, but we didn't design the building, we just took it over, so it is where it is. And then folks will wait in line this direction, they round this corner, and that's where we have the menu up here and the cutting block. Today's a Tuesday, so we're not open today, just getting ready for the week. So today's a day where we, put orders away, do a lot of cleaning, get set up and whatnot, so everything's just kind of out everywhere. They'll go through the line, get their meat, sides are right here. Our register is right here, obviously. Deli case, which is not super stocked right now because we'll pull stuff out and stock it tomorrow morning before we open. But that's where we keep, our cold drinks, sauce, tallow, pickles, things like that we sell. On any given day, we'll have stuff like sausages, burger, patties, pounds of bacon, things like that, vacuum sealed in there. And then we've got our to-go side here. So we have two separate lines, basically. Pre-order pickups are over here. We do a lot of call-in orders. And then we also have like our kegerator and our alcohol side over here. And then if you come behind the line, you can kind of see what we work with back here. So this is where we basically do everything. This is our to-go block and our to-go holding cabinet and whatnot. And that's where we keep our prepared to-go orders once they're ready to go out, and just overflow for Saturdays and Sundays and whatnot when we need all three holding cabinets going. So yeah, this used to just be a warehouse building. We came in here, very DIY setup. We've just really kind of turned it into what it is now. So if you follow me, I'll show you the dry storage back here. We also have our, it's kind of where we keep our merch and dinnerware, things like that. Slate Bakery cookies. We sell a lot of those. We use those in our pudding and our pie crust and whatnot. But we sell a lot of bags too. So back over here, this room didn't used to be here. We built this room out here. And this is where we store all of our dry goods and our ice machines back here. Yeah.
Hap is back here.
Hi, Hap.
What up? Yeah, we just kind of make it work, a lot of dunnage racks, we get creative with the storage. Vacuum sealer stays back here. A lot of what we do is just kind of based on where we have power outlets, and yeah. So that's dry storage.
I want to do the wall.
We have a random table back here that we don't really use anymore. That used to be actually where we cut meat before we started using that counter. So now we kind of use it to just stage catering orders when they go out the back door, because we'll just have somebody pull up either their truck or a catering van, and this is where we'll stage everything and then send them off that way. Our freezer's back there as well. I don't have a walk-in freezer yet, so but we don't have a whole lot of stuff that needs to be frozen. Not a big deal. 2 bathrooms back there, pretty straightforward. And then to kind of move through, so as you can see, very basic DIY kind of decorations. A lot of this stuff has been given to us by customers. Of course, we had the canvas custom made by Cade Kegeris, who's done all of our artwork. Anything that you see around here that's painted, he's done.
Like Phil said, all of our flags are from local teams that are immediately surrounding us. On the wall under China Springs, we have the state championship team of last year for football. We were really proud of our boys. We had an employee actually even on the team.
Yeah, we had I don't know where he's at in there. I think he's right there. Thomas, he was the kicker. He works here during the summers. And then we also have
Valley Mills.
Yeah, our Valley Mills. So we're kind of situated at a crossroads in our location. And if you head north, you'll run into Valley Mills. If you head west, you'll hit Crawford, which is where we live. If you go east, you'll hit China Spring. And then if you go to the south, you'll hit Midway. So we're kind of right in the middle of all of those. And very, very proud community around here. You know, small town sports are a big deal in high school. So yeah, Valley Mills just won state in baseball, so they got us that, which is really cool. You know, when stuff like that happens around here, we ask them, you know, we want to commemorate, we want to be a part of the community here and have people come in and be able to see, like, you know, their brother or whatever on their, in the picture, whatnot.
Kate painted this. It's another one of Kate's paintings of ours.
Yeah, one of our logos, the cow, nameless cow. Never gave him a name, I guess. And yeah, just like cool stuff that we found, you know, whether it be like plaques, awards that we've gotten over the years, or just cool like concert posters we pick up at the Austin Antique Wall.
Or business card wall.
Yeah, I took a page out of Louis Miller's book on that one. I've always thought that was really cool, going into Louis Miller and seeing all the business cards on the wall and like kind of collecting smoke and dust and whatnot. And so we just put one up there and started putting some business cards up there, and now everyone in their cousin comes in and drops their business card off, and it drives our manager Ethan crazy, so he comes in and like organizes them every once in a while, which is just kind of funny to me. It drives me nuts.
I love the chaos.
Yeah, that's basically all of the front of the house. Go through here and check out. We'll go through and check out the dish pit area. This whole service line used to be like back here, so where we were cutting meat was basically right here. We've switched around the service setup in here a few times, just to accommodate our growth and our expansion. So I got the dish rack over here, dish pit. Say hi, Keegan. Hi. And then we built out our walk-in here. So yeah, this is where we basically all of our like produce and dairy and everything that's not meat, except for like any leftover meats that we have, we'll put in here. And they'll get used in a variety of different things: beans, chili, side stock. Even we try to use everything. So that's dry storage. We'll go check out our meat walk-in now. Gonna go through the door. So this is, like I said, where we take caterings out from. How we take the trash out and stuff like that too. Don't take them out of here. Watch your head. So yeah, we picked up this bad boy last year. We really needed the extra refrigeration space and to keep our proteins separate, and we went the shipping container route because it's already rated for outdoor. It's portable if we ever leave this place, and it's pretty fucking huge. It's like 160 square feet here. So let's take a look. Yeah, plenty of space in here. We keep pickles on the back wall, and then all of our briskets over here, ribs, pork butts. And then we've got various like types of trim. We save, like I said, we save everything and use it for either sausage or what have you. Speaking of which, we've got a rack over here that we hang our sausage either before cooking, or like in this case, we've got some chorizo hanging to dry out for charcuterie board. Let's see what else. That's really it in here. We like to brine our chickens in a good old Ace Hardware trash can because you can do like 2-3 cases at a time. Daniel's got some fresh pickled onions going in. All right, let's move over to this way. Coming in?
Yes, sir. All right. Thanks, dude.
Then we'll check out the back of the house. So It's kind of an interesting setup back here. I lovingly refer to it as Trailer Park Barbecue. We did not build out a kitchen, as you've noticed, inside the building. When we took over this place a few years ago, we really had no idea how this location was going to work out for us. A lot of people thought we were crazy moving out here from downtown. We're about 20 minutes outside of downtown now, give or take, based on, depending on traffic. And it was, like I said, not built out to be a restaurant. So we weren't gonna spend that kind of money, and we didn't have that kind of money to spend on building out a kitchen inside this place that we don't own, at least yet, fingers crossed. But we did have a huge food trailer, so let me just show you what we did with it. More or less connected it to the building via the awning and whatnot. Our kitchen and basically everything that we need is in there. All of our cooking equipment. We do a lot of prep and baking in here. The only thing that we have moved out of here so far is sausage making. Because as you can imagine, it's pretty hot. It's probably about 110 degrees in here right now. Maybe not over in this corner because we got a little portable AC unit, but yeah, we make a big old mess in here and clean it right up, and then do it all again the next day. And then out here is the pit area. So we got, first of all, this is Dave. Dave's our kitchen manager, pit master. We got the twin Moberg thousands. First one we got was Norman. We got him a couple years ago. That was a tank from 1949 that I bought off of some guy out in Valley Mills. Just saw it sitting there in his yard, and it had a really long stem coming out of it, which told me that it was probably an underground tank, which means it was probably a pretty thick wall. And sure enough, it's about a ½ inch, maybe just a little bit shy of a ½ inch thick. So once you get that thing up to temp, it really just stays there. It cruises pretty well. Same with, both of these Mobergs. They're really well built machines. And then we got Walter over here. Walter we got like the week after the top 50 list came out, which was impeccable timing. Had Walter just put on skids because our plan is to expand brick and mortar either in this location or on a piece of land right down the street that we got. And so I'm not trying to put any more pits on trailers that we're then just going to have to take off the trailers. So yeah, Norman and Walter handle the majority of, briskets, pork butts, ribs in the morning. Basically most of all of our hot cooking items. And then if you come this way, we've got Fiona, which is a 1946 tank, so the oldest one that we've got. And she's a full ½ inch thick, built by Harper Pitworks out of Costa Mesa. Really nice trailer. As you can imagine, she takes a lot of fuel to get up to temp, but holds really well. So we do all of our cold smoking over here in Fiona. She is getting scraped out today, so just crap it. And then our latest addition to the pack is our back of house prep board and whatnot. We leave mean notes to each other and such. So over here is where we're parked Lila and Alice. Alice is a Mill Scale fire table over there. So you can see we've got our planchas and our grill grates chilling on top of the firebox. Lila's a Moberg 500. We just picked the gals up a couple weeks ago from Dripping Springs, and already have gotten to do one really cool event on site with it, and we've been getting a lot more requests to do stuff like that, and so it's a good tool to have. One of a kind Mill Scale fire table, Moberg 500 on the other side. Pretty sweet. We're very fortunate to have that. It's called the Mill Scale, or the Scaleberg, whichever you want to call it. And then we've got our outdoor seating.
Do you want to talk about who they're named after?
Yeah, so Norman was Yvette's late grandfather. He lived to be 99. He passed away the week before we moved to Waco, actually. And he was the patriarch of the family. He was on a tractor until he was 96 years old. crazy hardworking man. We had to steal his keys from him at 98 because he just would not stop driving. I strive to follow in those footsteps one day and just, you know, be at it. You know, for as long as my body will let me. And then, so Alice, the fire table, Alice was Norman's wife. And then Lila here was my great grandmother, my dad's side, and Walter was her husband. So one big happy family over here. And then there's Fiona, which we just named Fiona because she's thick and green like the character from Shrek. So yeah. And then outdoor seating over here, you know, like I said, we've had to get creative multiple times. We've, you know, like all this metal, all these awnings out here, we've added on to this building even though we don't own it. We've just, you know, especially with the pandemic, needing more seating, and just the growth that we've had over the last 3 years, we've been really blessed and fortunate to have, you know, doubled our sales year over year over the last 3 years. And so we've had to get creative and get more smokers, get more tables, and then the latest thing that we've done to kind of get creative and expand is, can't really see it from here, but like over there, right across Lady Bird Road, we're renting some extra parking space over there, so overflow parking. This parking lot fills up tremendously fast, especially on weekends. So gotta do what we gotta do. We could have a completely full parking lot sometimes, and you could walk in and there'd be no line and everyone's just seated at tables. So we know that we've lost out on a lot of business over the last few years, just from people driving by, and they tell us too that, you know, oh, I drive by and your parking lot's full and you just look super slammed, so I, you know, pass on. But yeah, we're working to remedy that. Yeah, that's pretty much our nice little place here. We'll show you one more spot, which is over in Crawford. We have a old 115-year-old brick building over there where we do events, and in the back of it there's a commissary kitchen, or really like a catering kitchen that we've converted into a commissary kitchen. That's where we make all of our sausage now, so we can do that indoors, and we got some fun toys over there to do that with. So yeah, we'll head over there now.
Yeah.
So here we are at the Amsler building. You can do a nice little 360 view. This is our that building I was talking about over. We're in Crawford, about 10 minutes away from the restaurant, a couple minutes down the road from our house, so it's really convenient, located in between where I live and where I work. We host events here. I'm doing my first barbecue class here this weekend, as a matter of fact. And more recently, we want to head back to the kitchen. We have moved our sausage operation over here. So we got big double door fridge in here for now. We get some more refrigeration and some freezer space in here. And then this is where all the mesh cabinets. So big, nice Helberg grinder, does about 60 pounds a minute. Is awesome for us, way faster than what we were working with before. And then our prized Lucky Linker. So this, you know, stuffs and links the sausage for us. I mean, we still have to be on the other end of it and controlling it and whatnot, but you can program it. Does all sorts of nifty tasks. And yeah, so this basically rounds out the whole operation, the whole back of house and front of house, and everything having to do with the Helberg Barbecue. So thank you.